What's your take? How good were these numbers?
Wilford, I think that they mark a turning point for the Tesla story. So I'm in the camp, as I listen to Phil, he outlines it well. I think what the conversation about demand tends to miss, and the key takeaway here is there is an undeniable truth that's starting to happen, and that is that the demand of EVs is stepping up. And we can get caught up in the details, I think, of this and miss the bigger picture. And I just want to give one quick example of that, is that there was this massive pent-up demand called 400,000 pre-orders for the Model 3. They essentially burned through that by the March quarter. So it went from 63,000 Model 3s in December to 51 in March. Now, in the most recent quarter, it was 78, so that was up just over 50% sequentially. That step up happened with, I would say, more headwinds than tailwinds. We can step through those, but I think that the essential message here is when you see a step up like that, something bigger is happening, and I can understand, given the history of Tesla, why this is still a debate around demand. Can't put a stake in the ground and say that it's up and to the right from here, but can say that the gas cars should not exist, and we're 1% electric today, and Tesla's going to ride that curve, and we're starting to see it emerge. I think that's largely being missed today.
Gene, it's Joe. The argument could be made, though, that there has to be concern surrounding margins, specifically the Model 3 cannibalizing the Model S and the Model X, which are clearly higher margin. And additionally, that Tesla is going to have to source demand outside the U.S., which is certainly going to increase their cost in terms of building out logistics. How would you respond to that?
I think the China piece, the Shanghai Gigafactory, which should be operational beginning of next year, will actually reduce some of the costs and make those cars more affordable. In terms of the overall margin, I mean, you have to look at this in period over a 5-year period. But essentially, Tesla has struggled to become a manufacturing company over the last several years, and I think they've achieved that goal. That's less of the topic now. It's about demand versus manufacturing. But when you think about profitability, think about the next phase of Tesla as they become a software company. You think about this Hardware 3, which enables more advanced, not quite autonomy, but advanced autopilot. Things like that are some pretty meaningful updates in terms of the profitability. So let's just put some quick numbers on that, is that they have, call it $6,000 for this upgrade. It's largely a software upgrade. If you assume just 10% of that adoption, you're talking about close to $400 or $500 million in just pure profit from next year, just based on that piece. So I think that this profitability story, I think that margins aren't going to be perfect right now, but this company is unique in the sense that it has an opportunity to build a software business on what historically has been an industry that has been about reselling parts.